My name is Debashis Dutta, and I'm a professor in the chemistry department. And my research lab specializes in microfluidics and microinstrumentation. From the outside, it looks pretty quiet, but I think we are extremely excited when we work in our labs. I mean, I see that in the eyes of my students too. And that tells me the kind of fire that's within him and me. Every now and then, we come up with an idea. Whenever we have a challenge to solve, we then have a hypothesis to try to say, okay, if this is the real problem, then this is how we could solve it. We try those experiments and try to see if that makes a difference. And then we slowly make progress to solving all the major hurdles to taking our technology to a clinical setting. That is, in a nutshell, what we do in our lab, but it's a combination of physical actions and mental thoughts and a lot of brain waves going on in there. We are trying to detect virus samples in nasal swabs to be able to more accurately diagnose a flu patient. In terms of flu test, you have a variety of those. On one extreme, you have these relatively inexpensive, pretty fast, like within 10 minutes they give you the results, and simple to use test. The bad part about them is they are not as reliable, meaning you could be positive in a condition and they would give you a negative result. On the other hand, you have this more sophisticated and more sensitive tests that are expensive, take usually hours to several days to complete, and then require specialized instrumentation and expertise to run. Typically PCR tests in the case of flu. And those are highly sensitive, but then they're not as accessible by a clinician as the regular one. So there's this gap that needs to be filled. We want to have the sensitivity closer to these more sophisticated tests, but in the ones that are more accessible to the clinicians. And that is the objective of our research. We have been working on this project for only about a year and a half, and we already have the swabs that we need, that we could then hand it over to a nurse to be able to diagnose a flu patient. So it's not in the market, but it's still at a stage where it can be tested in a clinical setting. We are trying to develop a product that is more accessible to a rural clinic. We possibly can translate this into a home test, meaning it can be done by a layperson with sensitivities that are typically achievable in a clinic. Bringing it to practice requires us to develop the physical materials that someone could use in a clinical setting without much training. And there, I and my student work quite a bit in using 3D printers, for example, to print the nasal swabs, then using simple techniques to deposit the dissolvable material that would collect the nasal swab samples, then design tubes of just the right size where you could then extract that sample from the nasal swab into a liquid medium and then eventually transfer that sample from the extraction tube into a device which would give you a reading. So fortunately, in this particular case, we have been able to collaborate with the student health services who are helping us in getting nasal swab samples using the nasal swabs that we have built. We have got one of the local clinics, Laramie Pediatrics, who is helping us then test those samples and then validate if indeed our technology gives or offers the higher sensitivity that we are promising. Our hope is we will lay the groundwork for a full-fledged human study the next flu season. And that is what we are really working on right now. Once we are able to validate our research using human samples, which we are just starting to do, we would be ready to approach, commercialization. That is when the FDA comes into picture. I'm excited that we could take it to that stage using this grant. The journey itself has been really fulfilling for me.